right, last project of the year. It is cold. So this one's a skimmer line, essentially just running a trench along the pool deck over to in here to the filter. Was a little worried this morning it was all frozen, but good thing it's all rock along the edge, so we should be in pretty good shape. We've been busy. I haven't got any footage this morning because it's just been freezing and we're just focusing on getting this job done before it freezes up again tonight. So what we're doing is we're putting in a new skimmer line. I have no idea what the guys are doing, but just blocking out the rest of the concrete. Gonna expose that. I already got some of the new pipe run. I have no idea what this kid's doing. Just gotta finish plumbing up, but we undermined here so we didn't have to cut any concrete out of the walkway. And just digging's been tough. It's really rocky, it's frozen. It was 19 degrees this morning, so gotta get this job done before it gets colder.
Everyone on YouTube's gonna see my Yoshi impression.
I didn't even see it.
You probably heard of it.
I heard you. I thought you fell. You're getting impaled by that. Yeah. Ah! All right. Here's our issue. We have flex pipe that I don't even think is glued in. It's not. It just broke. Look at that. Swollen flex pipe for you. That is why I do not like using flex pipe on skimmers. A lot of that's due to chlorine tabs and the suction and all that stuff. That's bad. Look at that. Destroyed. Alright, we're back next morning. Pressure testing right now. Gonna try to get this backfilled today. Issue is exactly what I thought was gonna be the issue, is everything's frozen. All this dirt's frozen solid. The ground's frozen solid. It was 19 degrees last night, so we also have to do a concrete patch here, which I don't think's happening today because it's just too cold this week. So we may have to just get everything filled in, get everything prepped, and let it sit and wait until next week when it warms up. But we did get everything in. The whole new line's completely installed. David's just pressure testing right now. We're pressure testing with air on this one because we don't want to, well, one, actually the customer's water's not on, so that's actually another issue. Couldn't even do the concrete. So we're leaning towards just backfilling and letting it settle and come back next week and finish the rest up. We have some other stuff we can do today. All right, we're all wrapped up for now. It's just too cold to do this concrete patch. It's sunny. It's about 35 right now, but it's just too risky to do it. It's gonna be really, really cold tonight. So we're gonna come back next week when it's warmer and just put the patch in. But everything's cleaned up. We got the rock back, sod back, even though it's dead. And we got the trench all over here, all buried. Ground was frozen solid, so it's a little tough to work with, but we got it done. So next up in the spring, we got to tackle this. This pool needs a new liner. So as you can see, it's empty. Well, there's a little bit of water in it. So this liner will be coming out. The corners are all chewed up, so we gotta install some new coping in the corners. But this will be our spring project on this one. So, but that's gonna be it for this project for now. We'll be back Monday probably when it's in the 50s. I am actually looking at a few residential driveways for plowing. One I'm going to now is actually looking for an estimate for pool service next year as well. Looks like a massive brand new house with a massive brand new pool. So we'll see what that looks like when we do a drive-by. I've actually never been down here. I grew up right down the street. I actually used to ride dirt bikes back here. This used to be obviously woods and a bunch of trails to ride on. And now it looks like it's a full-blown neighborhood back here. Jeez. So anyways, I'm looking for 55. I think it's this big house over here. All right, that one, the pool there is insane. Very, 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 very high-end pool that literally is still being worked on. But that driveway is very easy and doable. So get them a price. Hopefully we can add them to the list. I'm still mind blown that. So basically from right here, that used to be all woods, and this neighborhood's been here forever. But I grew up pretty much in this neck of the woods of town. We used to come down here with our dirt bikes all the time and go riding in the trails back there, and they're gone. So, but my goal is to keep, so let me back up a little bit. For those that are new to the channel, snow plowing season's coming, so there's gonna be a lot more snow content, which I know a lot of you guys like. If you've been watching the channel for a while, we kind of backed out of doing residential driveways the last couple of years. I'm planning on taking a few more on this year, but only in a select, area. I'll make a video separately at some point when we get into plowing season, kind of our routes and stuff like that, but I'm only going to take them if they're in the area I'm in town now. Basically the street right here. All of our residential driveways are going to be off of this. It's not even a main street, but it's, I don't know. I guess you can call it a main street. This is called York Street in the town I grew up in. I actually grew up down this road here on the right, down there. So all of our driveways are going to be off of this street in the neighborhoods. Like this neighborhood here, Oxbow, we got 2 driveways down there that we do. The neighborhood we were just in, we do 1 already. 2 streets down from that, we do 2. Street down from that, we do about 4 of them. So basically, this street is the only street I'm going to take customers for residential, just because it's tight and easy. The big long driveway you guys have probably seen us plow is right here on the right. That one right there goes back in the woods. That's a really long driveway. The house is way back in the woods. And we do a couple up here. I'm not going to show them, but there's a couple up here on the right left-hand side that we'll drive by that we do as well. So basically, the goal is to keep all the residentials in this one street within a mile of each other, so that it's nice, a very, very nice, tight, route. We do this house here too on the left, that whatever color you want to call it, yellow and green, we plow that one. So basically all of our driveway is going to be on this one street and all the neighborhoods off of it. So the reason for that, I don't want to do a ton of driveways, but I do want to add on to what we were doing last couple seasons. So we're probably going to bring it up to about 20 to 25 driveways. The driveways in this area of town are bigger than the other side of town, if that makes sense. The other side of town, basically the driveways are real tight, small ones, and you have to back drag everything. They're kind of a pain. These you can get a premium for, so we're offering, kind of almost, basically, and I'll break it down when I get to the office, how we price our driveways. But we're basically offering a premium service, we bill it and act like it's a commercial, with the plowing and the shoveling and the ice melt and all that stuff, and kind of charge a premium price for it. So, but the goal is to get about 25 driveways, maybe even a little more. I think right now we're at about 20. I got to look at the list when I get back to the shop. And then one of our commercial places is on the same street as you keep going down here, about a half mile up on the left. So one truck will be stationed on this street, literally. It will just do that one parking lot and then those driveways. That's it. The other trucks will be at the other commercial properties, which are all within a mile of each other. So our entire route, honestly, if I drew a circle, is about a 2, maybe 3 mile radius. I don't do anything outside that radius. I've had opportunities to take on stuff in other towns that we'd have to drive. It's just, to me, is not worth it. We have a very, very tight radius. It's awesome. So if it's a blizzard, you're only driving 5 minutes down the street. You're not driving 2 hours across, 2 towns over to go plow something and then have to get all the way back over here. Being a really tight route is key. We might not do as much as a lot of people do. There's some guys that do 60, 70, 80 driveways, but are spread out through like 4, 5, 6 different towns, which is fine. I mean, this is a nice tight route, quick, easy money. You know, honestly, I'll be honest, if I do the math, sometimes I can bang out, 5-6 driveways in an hour. We're looking $400 or $500 an hour, on some storms. So that's not a bad little payday for, an hour's worth of work plowing residential. So just a little kind of basically how we do it, an update kind of going into the season. So I'll talk a little more about snow when I get to the office. I actually got to sit and finalize everything today. It's now December 3rd, and we finally got all the contracts signed. Nothing on our end that was holding it up, but I told the story before about the condo complex dragging their feet, and they literally dragged their feet all the way to the end. So, but everything's signed, we're good to go. Just gonna finalize everything now. So, we're heading gonna head back to the shop now, and then to the office, and we'll see you guys at some point later on. All right, well, a little change of plans for the rest of the week. We're gonna work on my house tomorrow. I got a big project right here that I'm got to get done. I absolutely have to get this done by next week. So let me show you what we're gonna be doing. So got the old skid steer. This guy's acting up, driving me nuts. I gotta fix it, but still works what I need to do. Basically a glorified wheelbarrow on wheels. So this room here, so we bought this backstory. We bought this house about 8 months ago. First house, blah, blah, blah. This room here, I'm assuming used to be a porch. And there's, as you can see, there's insulation underneath that's all hanging down. This room needs to get insulated. There is heat in it, but it's just the insulation is just half of it's missing, half of it's pulled down, blah, blah, blah. So what I have to do is I have to dig this all out. We have a company coming in. They're going to do a lot of work in the house, but they need to be able to get underneath this room. They need 2 feet of clearance. So I have to dig this all out. Doesn't look bad, but it's a lot. So I'm about a shovel length in right now, and I've already taken 3 full skid steer buckets out. So we're gonna have some work to do tomorrow. I got the guys coming down here to help me, and I want to get this whole room essentially completely dug out. That's the plan for the rest of the week. I've been chipping away about 2 hours so far digging. So thankfully the ground's not frozen where I live. It's all sand. So that's one positive. But I'm gonna call it a day at this point. I gotta get some supplies. I actually gotta get some dust mask respirators because we're gonna have to actually get underneath this room on our backs, and it's dusty. So I'm gonna go run and grab that, and then I gotta get up to the office at some point. I haven't been up there all day. Just kind of came home and started digging and got carried away, and here I am. It's 3 o'clock. Sun's setting in about an hour, and yeah. So that's gonna be the project for the rest of the week. No pool work, no cleanup, something like that. We got rain coming in tomorrow night, and it's just gonna be a crappy end of the week. So I figured the guys are coming to do this next week. So I figured, well, we have the opportunity. Weather's decent. Let's get this done tomorrow, a little bit today, and then I'll give the guys the rest of the week off. So that's kind of the game plan. This is gonna be a heck of a project, a lot of digging, and just it is what it is. So I already warned the guys. I gave them the option. They didn't have to come and do it with me, but they both wanted to. So thankfully, we all help each other out. Once David's looking at houses and stuff like that. Once he gets a house, I'll be helping him with whatever I can. Letting him borrow the skid steer or any of the tools, stuff like that. So, but that's gonna be it for today, and we'll pick back up tomorrow and hopefully get this damn thing done out.